Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set, cut. Get the flag. 52 right here. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
On first down, Peyton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
You got three.
On 3rd down, Peyton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what do you...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Walter Payton taking it in. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Peyton. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. He'll take it, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Randy Moss, 35 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball,
down the numbers, there he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Walter Payton with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 2nd and 9, Jackson flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Payton. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Payton. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And now Jackson will look to throw it. got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On first down, Peyton. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be second and 12. They'll try the left side. Peyton. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to third and 6. On third down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Bo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points. And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A gain of 22. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Now it's Jackson. He completes it to Jones. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jackson now. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Stenerud now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, we do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mean Joe Green. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. To try again after the sack. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action with Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Touchdown, defense. Check 50. Check 52.
Fourth down. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. On first down, Peyton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Peyton, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous third down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're seeing in the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson being chased down, and it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On second down, Peyton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
3rd and 16.
Ready. Go. Check right. Watch the air.
Throwing now is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Intended for a 1
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down now. It's Jackson. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.